Today, lovelies, we are going to juice up, season up our basic one in Kizomba. You've heard it all the time before. You need to master your basics and have a solid foundation. And it's not just knowing basic one, it's can you do it without thinking? Can you season it up? Can you control your body and make the movement mean something, have a personality, express something even in your basic one? So that is what we're going to fix today. I am talking mainly for the followers, yes, but leads can take good example from that because I found that leads, we're not using our hips enough in the movement and then we're very rigid. Yes? So whether you're a lead or a follow, this video is good for you to add some hip mobility and hip flexibility into your basic one. I'm going to be teaching this from the scratch, from the top. So make sure you watch till the end. So our basic one step, also sometimes called Tadashinya in Kizomba, is this. We're going to do it on the slow count. So each weight transfer is going to take 2 counts. Yes. So the full movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So really breaking that down so you can master it, so you can really understand what is going on. Of course, we know Kizomba is a grounded dance. It's a dance from Angola, Africa, grounded movement. So on the count of 1, we make contact with the ground, which means I step. A lot of people, they make the error really, and they don't expand in the dance by just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I've transferred my weight, but I haven't fully been grounded. I haven't grounded. And being grounded is we're really going to use the floor and push into the ground. So I make contact, which is already the start of my weight transfer on 1. On the right leg, I'm doing this. Then on 2, I am now sitting back into my hip, and that is making me feel like I've even gone further down into the ground. So I've gone here, 1, and I activate my hips. So I'm kind of like in a mini squat. And 2, I'm kind of like in the maximum amount that my hip can do here. And I'm fully into the ground now. So you might hear it called sink into that hip. Yes? So I've gone here. 1, contact with the ground. 2, in like a mini squat backwards. The hips are backwards. 1, 2. I'm now going to, this is the part some people also skip. I need to relax back to neutral. So I haven't changed my weight at all. I've allowed my hip to come back to neutral, and that makes me automatically straighten my right leg. So I was here, 3, 4. So on 3, I'm coming out of the squat, and 4, my hip is now back into neutral position, and I'm kind of standing straight on that leg. Then I'm going now to the opposite leg on the count of 5. Again, I make contact with that ground. That's not where my weight transfer ends. That's the start of my weight transfer on 5. On 6, I'm taking it back into that mini squat. 7, I'm coming out of it, straightening the leg. Just by default, you don't need to actively, I'm going to straighten my leg. Yes? So you want this to be really flowy. 7 and 8, I'm back into neutral hip. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On normal count, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you make contact with the ground on the odd count. So that's 1, 3, 5, and 7. So we'll go 1, contact with the ground, 2, hip. 3, contact with the ground, 4, hip. 5, contact with the ground, 6, hip. 7 and 8. We go one more time. 5, 6, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is our Tarashinya step. If you get to that point, you are doing amazing. You already added that seasoning. So now I'm going to, for the followers, especially for the top, when we're dancing kind of solo, This really can add some spice to your dance. So this is going to be the cherry on top. If you want to dig deeper into your solo movement and unique style, then my Kizomba Beginners course, Unlock Your Sensual Flow, is going to be right for you. Click the link in the description box to get access to that course and use the code SENSUAL10 for an exclusive 10% off. So what I do, if you haven't checked out my musicality video, I'll leave a link to that up there somewhere on the screen or in the description box. We're going to use the count of one to really emphasize something, because normally in the music, the count of one is the strongest thing that we hear, whether that's instruments coming in or the beat drop or something, some accent happens, normally on the count of one. The next one is normally 5, but for today's exercise and purposes, we're going to concentrate on the count of 1. So I want to do something big on the count of 1. I want to make my first movement really distinguishable. So on the count before 1, on the and count, I'm going to lift, I'm going to transfer my weight to the left, and I'm going to lift my right leg, and then I'm going to sink down on 1. So I'm going to go and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is a cherry on top. If you haven't watched my video on there's a leg pivot that I'm doing here in my basic one. So again, I'll leave a link to that somewhere up there or in there, so you can go back and watch once you finish this video, where we put our feet in here like this. Bum, bum. So I'll go and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm pivoting on the and 1. 2, I pivot. 3, make contact with the ground. 4, sit into the hip and pivot the opposite leg. 5, pivot. 6, and sit. 7, 8, pivot. So opposite leg pivot to hip. We go, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meshing that all together. So we want and 1 and the pivots. We go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. So that is how we season up our dance. If you found this useful, let me know in the comments any videos that you want to see or any questions you've got. Put them in the comments. We can have a community. We can have a chat in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with a friend if you think it will find it useful on their Kizomba journey. And I'll see you in the next video.